Hi friends, welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. I'm Austin and today's video is a modern house. It's a two-story home and it was mainly built just to kind of get myself resituated into The Sims 4. If you were wondering where I was, I had some things going on in my personal life that made it difficult to build, and once again I am really sorry I never posted anything about it. Like on Twitter or anything. I really wish I had notified people through that way. I'm really sorry about that, but I'm happy to say I'm doing a lot better, and I might talk more about why I was absent on Twitter. I'm not really sure, but I don't really want to bog down the video too much with it. So I really wanted to do a modern home, and I kind of stuck to a common color scheme with modern homes. It is very heavy in the white and black tones, and there are also stone tiles, or the wallpaper. I really like that wallpaper. I like most of the stone wallpapers. I try to use them when I can, though sometimes I probably overuse them. But here, because it had been, I think, 3 months since I had last played The Sims, I didn't feel too worried about reusing a lot of wallpapers, because I had honestly forgotten so much about The Sims in such a short amount of time, like to the point where when it came time to do screenshots, I had completely forgotten how to do them, so I had to look them up on Google. This house was weird to do. It just kind of felt odd getting back into building. I wasn't sure if I was going to be posting videos again, but the second I started building again in The Sims, I was like, this is just as fun as it used to be, so might as well. So it is really weird getting back into it. I know I completely missed the Strangerville release. That was pretty crazy. I'm not quite sure about the pack yet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy it or what. I did just buy the bowling stuff pack, and maybe I will do a build using that stuff eventually. I don't really have a set schedule to post videos, but I was just wanted to get this video out as kind of quickly as possible, so people knew that I am still around, and I'm really going to be trying to tweet, use Twitter more. Maybe not even tweeting, but if you can see that I'm liking stuff and retweeting stuff, at least I'm still around, which I always forget that I have the app on my phone. I never was really big into Twitter before I started a YouTube channel, so it's kind of one of those things that I'm still getting used to. And honestly, I don't really do a lot of social media at all now. It's kind of weird. Like, the only stuff I do is channel related, so that's pretty much it. But I just kind of wanted to do something weird with the backyard. That entertainment space looks pretty neat, I think, and modern, I hope. And then the first floor, I kind of wanted to make really different, I guess. Not different in a weird way. Well, maybe. Even though I wasn't building in The Sims and I wasn't posting things, I wasn't watching videos, which was really annoying, because I do love watching Sims build videos. I was looking at pictures of homes, and a lot of homes I saw were modern, and something I kind of noticed a lot with modern homes was how the I don't know how to describe it, but the kind of structure of the house, or the interior design. There were a lot of homes I was seeing that just kind of said, bye to the living room entirely, or the family room, depending on where you're from or what room you're talking about, I guess. And I kind of wanted to do that here. So the first floor feels kind of cold, I think, because of it, and I kind of like it. I did set up 2 chairs to have a little lounging area, and there are 2 TVs in the house on the first floor. And I don't know, it's kind of weird. It feels a little cold, which I like. I don't know if, it's a very common or popular thing. I know, like, if I was to live in a house, I would much prefer to have a living room than not, but the look of it in The Sims, at least, I kind of liked. It almost has, like, a very, like, distant kind of feeling, almost like a hospital waiting room or something. Oh, sorry, I was about to yawn. But yeah, so this is my second attempt at doing a voiceover. This is my first voiceover back, and it is difficult to speak, but the first time I did the voiceover, my computer just like started like revving up its fans at full speed, so it was just so loud in my room, and I was positive I was going to pick up on the voiceover, so I had to start over again. So yeah, I'm not quite used to this anymore. It is a weird feeling. There are about 8 minutes left in this video, so I'm going to try to talk for the full duration. I do have a couple builds that I was working on before I took my hiatus, and I really hope I could get back to work on those, because there was one build that was just really like large, and even when I was building it, I was unsure if I was going to be able to finish it. I know before I took my first hiatus, the one that like took forever, which that one was partially due to just kind of really being tired of building. Before I took that hiatus, I was working on a series where it was like I was building homes from like popular TV shows, movies, games, and stuff. And yeah, in that series I did like builds for like Toy Story 2 and stuff, and I wanted to build a house that was based off the mansion from Tomb Raider 2, which was a great game. It was one of the first games I really played as a kid, and it terrified me. Not like the maps or anything, it was just like the mansion itself. It like scared me as a kid, I think because it was so large and there was a creepy butler following you. And yeah, so I was building that house, and I got really close a couple times, but there was always something wrong. And I wouldn't describe myself as a perfectionist. I would describe myself as somebody with like the perfectionist mindset, but like not the skill set. So I would just like start doing it, or redoing the build, and it took me like 3 attempts to finally realize, like, with my abilities I just couldn't do it to the full scale. And so I gave up on that build, and I had invested just several hours into it, and to just throw it away really did like hurt my brain or something. So yeah, that was partially the reason why I took that first hiatus. And the second hiatus had nothing to do with The Sims 4. It was something in my personal life that I had to work through. So yeah, but because of it, there was a build that I was working on that might have gotten to that point where it might have messed with my head if I had continued working on it, and it didn't like pan out. But I really think I could have finished that build, and the footage I still have and everything, so I would really love to kind of work that out, hopefully one day. It was kind of based off a topical topic, so it's not really as, big now, I guess. But that still being said, I would love to I'd love to finish it and hopefully, show it, because that'd be cool. And I really loved that series that I had, that kind of made me quit building, and I had a lot of fun doing that series. I don't want to make it sound like those builds were terrible for me. It was just that one build in particular kind of drove me crazy. And yeah, I mean, that series was tough. I mean, it's really tough to sometimes do builds based off things. A couple builds that I wasn't able to do for that series that I'm not planning on doing in the future, so I feel fine talking about, was the house from Rugrats. That was another build, or actually maybe I did post that build. That I'm not quite sure anymore, but that was a build that everything I did looked right, but it just didn't work. I don't know how. Like, the paint color was like identical and like everything like that. but then just looking at it, because of the difference in art style, I assume it just did not look good. But anyways, back to this build. The master bedroom is kind of small, and I did something weird with the bathroom where the toilet is kind of off in its own closed room, and then there's a bathtub kind of in like the closet, or well, with the closet and stuff, and it feels a little grand, though. It would kind of be tough if, like a friend sim or someone is in the master bedroom and somebody's trying to take a bath, because then I'm pretty sure that might cause embarrassment. But if that's the case, you can always get rid of that archway and just add a door in. That's fine, I think. So yeah. But there's a few minutes left in this build. I wasn't sure. I cannot for the life of me remember how fast I had these builds in my old videos. I can't remember what I would set the speed to. I think at like one point it was really fast. I think I was like having my builds at like 1200 percent or 1200 times, I can't remember. And this build is like half that, and it seems pretty manageable, but one thing I always try to mention is if my builds are too fast for you, please let me know and I will try to slow them down. It's sometimes it's a thing of try not to make them too long, try not to make them too short, because that can kind of hurt the eyes. But if you ever find my videos to be too slow, you can also let me know. But a great tip, something that I do sometimes, is I will speed the video up. I know it can affect even like YouTube analytics watch time, but I don't really care too much about that. I would rather have you enjoy the video itself and not worry too much about watch time or anything like that. So yeah, feel free to do that. This build is wrapping up. The third part, well, I don't know, in my head I kind of consider it a third part, is just the finishing touches to the building, or to the exterior itself. I kind of really like how this came out. It wasn't what I was expecting when I started it, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. So yeah, if there was anything I probably would go back and do, I might have changed what lot this was on, so I could have made like the building a little bit bigger. The size constraints weren't too bad, but I don't know, I think the yard could have used a little more work, and with it being so narrow, it was impossible. I know I've been using this lot a lot in my builds recently. Well, not really recently, since I haven't posted in 3 months, but you know what I mean. I've been using this lot a lot. I remember, I think this was the lot I built my winter home on. This was the lot I built my Toy Story 2 home in. It's one of my favorites for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. I just kind of found it one day, and the location is nice and everything. So I try to use it when I can, but lately I've been using it every time. So I'm going to try to switch things up. But yeah, so that is the build, and now there are screenshots zooming by, or at least I hope they are. I might have messed up the voiceover at some point, so who knows. I tried to keep these screenshots short. If there's any point in the build you want to look back on, let me know and I can post more screenshots on Twitter or something. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm not sure what else I can say other than thank you so much for watching this, my first video back in 3 months. I hope you are doing well, and I am just, thankful. Bye.